Welcome to the update. I'm Susie Thompson. A Russian military transport plane has crashed near the Ukrainian border, killing all on board, including 75 prisoners of war. Russia is accusing Ukraine of shooting down the plane, which it claims was carrying Ukrainian prisoners who were about to be exchanged for Russians. The chair of Russia's lower chamber of parliament, Volodymyr Shizlov, says there were no survivors.
Своих солдат расстреляли в воздухе.
They shot at their own soldiers in the air. Their mothers, their wives and children were waiting for them back home. They shot down the defenceless pilots of our military transport plane that was carrying out a humanitarian mission.
Translation from the BBC. Cyclone Kirrily is expected to make landfall on the North Queensland coast by tonight after being declared a Category 1 cyclone. It's forecast to develop into a Category 2 storm by the time it reaches air south of Townsville. Bureau of Meteorology Senior Meteorologist Dean Narramore says it could bring winds up to 120 kilometres per hour.
That's enough to bring down trees and power lines and cause property damage. Also, widespread heavy rainfall is likely to lead to flash and riverine flooding, so we're talking road closures and possible inundations of some homes, properties and businesses where the heaviest falls occur.
3 people have drowned on an unpatrolled beach at Phillip Island, southeast of Melbourne. 3 women and a man were pulled from the water at Newhaven and were unresponsive. CPR was administered and 3 could not be saved. Ambulance Victoria says a woman aged in her 20s was airlifted to the Alfred Hospital in a critical condition. A so-called kidnap kit has been found as police continue their hunt for a known killer who failed to return to a psychiatric hospital in the city. Trent Jennings was last seen at a hotel on the New South Wales Central Coast last Wednesday night, the 17th of January. The Telegraph reports a stash of luggage left on a suburban railway station has direct links to Jennings. It claims to include emergency services uniforms, state and federal police badges, handcuffs and cable ties. Anyone citing 38-year-old Jennings is told not to approach him and to call 000 immediately. A man's been arrested in South Africa after he claimed responsibility for one of the country's worst disasters. 76 people were killed in an apartment block fire last year. A man has confessed to starting the blaze while trying to dispose of the body of a man he'd strangled. And Vietnam is in the grip of a rare cold snap. Hundreds of thousands of children forced to stay home as schools closed because it was minus 10 degrees Celsius. Sport and entertainment are next. In sport, the Brisbane Heat has beaten the Sydney Sixers by 54 runs in the Big Bash final at the SCG. Mitchell Swepson says he's feeling incredibly happy with his team.
Feels like it's been a long time coming, but I'm just so proud of this group. The last 2 years we've dominated and done really well, and we've gotten the reward that we deserve.
And at the Australian Tennis Open, Alexander Zverev has beaten Carlos Alcaraz in 4 sets to move through to a semi-final showdown with Daniil Medvedev. Medvedev edged out Hubert Hurkacz in 5 sets, while qualifier Diana Yastremska has beaten Czech teen Linda Noskova in straight sets to advance to the semi-final. She'll come up against China's Qinwang Zhen, who defeated Anna Kalinskaya in 3 sets. In entertainment news, Kylie Minogue has joined Margot Robbie in being snubbed for a major award. The Aussie singer overlooked for a Brit Award nomination for Padum Padum, but she did get a nod for International Artist. And an episode of Bluey's been censored by Disney for a word considered gross in the US. In the episode Relax, Dad Bandit calls the kids dingleberries, which means dried poo in the States. It was replaced with Super Troopers. And that is the latest from the Nova podcast team. We'll see you later on for another update. I'm Susie Thompson.